Hello everyone, it's Ankit. Welcome you all to the Control Statements tutorial series part 2. In this video, I will teach you the second conditional statement in Python programming, that is if else. So let's start. Now, what is if else statement in Python? So the if else statements evaluates test expressions and will execute the body of if only when the test condition is true. If the condition is false, the body of else is executed. Indentation is used to separate the blocks. So now try to understand what does it means. So the if else statement in Python programming, it controls the flow of execution of your program. In if else statement, there will be two blocks, if block and else block. If the condition is true, then the statements written under the if block will execute, and when the condition is false, so the control will transfer to the else block and the statements written under the else block will execute. See the flowchart. How if else statement works in Python. So firstly, program will start. It will check the condition. If the condition is true, means whatever the condition you have given is true, then your if block will execute and whatever the instructions written inside the if block will execute, and then after the execution of each and every instruction, the program will terminate. But if the condition of whatever the condition you have given in if is false, then the else block will execute and the instructions under the else block will execute. Okay, to understand practically how this if else block work in our program, so I am taking an example to find a greater number. So I am taking one variable and it will take the value, int value, as input, like enter the value for x, and then we will take another value, enter the value for y. Now to understand the logic of if else statement, so we have to find actually which value is greater, x or y. So to check this, we will give the condition in if block, if x greater than y. So when this condition is true, then we want to display x is greater than y. So, and then in else body we will write print y is greater than x. Okay, let me save this and run. So enter the value for x. So I am entering 65. Then enter the value for y, like 16. Okay, so it is giving me x is greater than y. So now we have to understand how this if else block work in our program. So firstly, this statement is taking the input from the user the value for x, then this statement is taking the value for y. Now the next statement, if statement, is checking actually the condition whether the x is greater than y. If the condition is true, then your x block will, this if block will execute. But in case of false condition, your cursor or the program will switch to this else block and execute the instruction whatever written in this else block. So in else we have written that y is greater than x. Now let me run this again. Now this time value for x I am writing 70 and value for y 70. Now this time it is giving the output y is greater than x, means it is checking the condition x is greater than y. So no, x value is 70, which is not greater than 75. So in case of the false value of if statement, the control will transfer to the else block and it will execute the statement returns under the else block. So I hope this video is useful for you to understand the if else statement in Python. Thank you.